Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Episode 10 of Who Should You Choose, the video series where I go through all of the prior videos, questions, and comments and help you with your HUT lineup decisions. Guys, before we get into today's video, don't forget to check out G Fuel. If you are a big fan of G Fuel, my code NOSLEEVES is 30% off this weekend, so make sure you check them out. Use code NOSLEEVES, save 30% off your entire order. Link is down below. All right, let's get into today's questions. We're back on track. We're going to start with Ryan. Also, thank you guys for the notification, gang. I appreciate that. Guys, if you want your question answered, best opportunity is to have notifications on and be subscribed. So there you go. All right, Ryan says, "Hey, Sleeves, love the content. I'm torn on where to head next. Team is below. I'm almost finished with the team builder to get Ulf Samuelsson, and I have the cards to make either Makar or Hughes. Or would you wait for the next event? Thoughts on getting Barkov to 88? Interested on your take. All right, so you have X Factor Barkov. I'm assuming he's untradeable. I honestly would not invest coins in Barkov. I don't think he's worth it. I think it's so expensive. And his speed, while it isn't necessarily important for centerman, is just very, very bad. It sucks, but that is the way it is. I'd much rather have the Kopitar, which you have. And you're at kind of a crossroads, though, because you're at a place where the only way you can upgrade your team is basically with master set players for the most part, or higher rated event cards. So, I mean, you already have Makar. Making the 87 is not really going to be all that super beneficial to you. You've got Letang, although, honestly, your lefties are kind of weak. Hughes has pretty big value. You said you're getting Ulf Samuelsson, actually, so that doesn't matter because you'll keep slaving because he's an X Factor. Honestly, dude, I'm just waiting for the next event, man. It's unfortunate, kind of boring. We're in that tomorrow is a brand new event. This past week with the Halloween cards, they just aren't super exciting, and they aren't really, there isn't any need to haves in that, so I would just hold. Jordan says, we're back. Yes, sir, my man. B Mills says, "Hey, thanks for the info. Still waiting on another meme card this year, like Brick from last year. Shout out to Brick Bowser. Oh man, I love the OGs that are in my comments. Still, I love it. All right, he's got Barzal for our Austin. I have Workhorse distributed Bombard. I'll get one more to have like the lamp activated, and we'll replace Nelson with. I'm wondering what the next improvement should be. Have squad battles coming in about 10K once everything sells. All right, so you have Austin Matthews on the wing. Not a huge fan of that at all. He just doesn't play big. He doesn't play fast enough to take advantage of the winger position. He's a great centerman. Like I would put. Honestly, I would for you have X Factor O'Reilly, you have Pedersen. Honestly, I'd put Ferraro. You need a better centerman. Some of the cheap options, I believe, like the 85 Couturier isn't bad, or any of the Kopitars are pretty good as well. You definitely, I'm not saying the X Factor one because you don't need the X Factor one, but that would probably be where I would start. Actually, no. Okay, my apologies. Move Austin to center, Ferraro to the wing. That's actually fine. Yes. Okay. My apologies. I don't know why I was overthinking that. Then upgrade Austin to his 88. That would be where I would save. Yeah, the rest of your team you have fine. Like there isn't anyone crazy that you super need to upgrade from. Like obviously Brock Nelson and Lindholm you can upgrade from, but it's a fourth line. In terms of your defense, you got Team of the Week Fowler, OEL, Shabbat. You definitely need a stud defenseman. Probably a left-handed one because you've got Hamilton and Jones, which are locked up for a while. Like Hughes would be fine for you here. But honestly, I'm moving Austin and switching Ferraro over. I think you're going to find a lot more success there. Other than that, man, just take your rewards and wait. You're working towards a defenseman, though. So, like, Hughes would be sweet, but wait and see what the new event defensemen are. JT Knott says, "Hey, wondering what I should change next. What my next move should be. He's got Pasternak, Newendike, Kucherov, Matthews, X Factor, Panarin, Kuznetsov. So this is a very good team as well. If Newendike is tradable, I would sell him. Jones, Hughes, Werenski, Makar. Yeah, I would honestly sell Newendike and move Matthews up to first line. You can upgrade him to his 88. Honestly, you could probably take the cost of the Newendike if he is tradable. If he's untradeable, then keep him. That's fine. After that, same situation as the prior ones is that you need a left-handed defenseman, but there just isn't a lot of good ones. Like good cheap ones. You have the 84 Hughes, and that's fine. Like the next kind of expensive one, though, is Bouwmeester, and there's no reason to go out and grab him. I'm just waiting, man. Just taking rewards. These are I'm gonna see a lot of these teams now, I bet, because the game's been out for about a month now. Guys, when you hit like The 85, you have all of the best base cards. Maybe you've got a couple X factors. That's where you need to upgrade one at a time, right? So you're saving like 100,000 coins to get a new big card, because just kind of taking like 40K to and selling whatever card you had to upgrade by like 1 or 2 overall just isn't worth it. You're saving for a big one. That's why you're taking untradeable rewards to try and make them, that kind of thing. I would just hold on, man. Like a lot of these are going to be like that. Riley Spencer says, hope the break from content helped you reset, brother. It did. I appreciate that, dude. I need some help on what to do next. I'm free to play with about 90K. Obviously, I want to fully upgrade my X Factor Nate Mac, but I'm wondering if it's a better way to spend those coins other than that. I want to fully upgrade X Factor Nate. No, your team is actually in a really good spot. So Nate, Ferraro, Kucherov, Barzal, Backstrom, Hall, X Factor. I would spend Matthews. You need to get Matthews up. Get Matthews to at least 86. Try and get him to his 90. Like, that's more important in my opinion. Stamkos, Ovechkin, Hurdle, Zucker. That's fine. Your defense rivals Ekblad, Provorov, Carlson. Your defense needs a little work, but there's no one really good that's out. So I would much rather focus on Matthews over Nate. No point in rushing that. From Tacos says, hey, Sleeves, been loving the new NHL and all your content so far. I have a lot. Thank you, my man. I have a lot of X Factor players, but they're all untradeable, and I built them up with power up collectibles and their base cards instead of coins, so I can refund most of them when I'm done with them. Very smart move, guys. Do not spend coins to upgrade them. I'm pretty close to getting the team builder sets done, other than the Central Division. I finished Atlantic. Which of the other 2 sets would be most helpful in my team, do you think? I want to get the sets out of the way so I can start putting all my cards into new events or selling them. All right, so you're talking about like doing the Metro. Metro for sure. Like Ulf Samuelson's one of the best. If you haven't watched my review on Ulf Samuelson and Adam Foote, go watch it. It's really fun. I break down like all of them in the gameplay of them. Ulf Samuelson for sure is it. I'm trying to think of the other. Pacific. This is gonna be kind of a hot take, but Danfus and Kessler are good, but not like the best at their position. Okay, so Kessler, I've seen a lot of negative reviews on him. He just can't receive passes for some reason. And then Danfus, I have, but because I'm a Sharks fan, he was one of the first players that were on my team when I started watching them. So that was like a little bit more of like a pick for me. Bozeman, if I could do it over again, but you've got Bouwmeester and Hughes and Morgan Riley. I mean, dude, if that Bouwmeester's tradable, you could do Ulf and Bozeman, and you're not going to trade any of them. Like, you're not going to get rid of those guys for quite some time because they've got 90 speed. Like, it's very... And they have good zone ability. So, I would probably do that and sell your Bouwmeester. If Bouwmeester's not tradable, then I would only do Ulf Samuelsson, and then I would take Kessler. Hayden says, hey, Sleeves, loving all the content. Watched every NHL 22 video so far. Keep up the grind. I appreciate that, my man. I thank you. I that actually means quite a bit. You watched every single video. My man Maze from Twitch. Guys, check me out on Twitch. I go live every single day at noon Eastern, or 1 p.m. Eastern time. Twitch.tv/NoSleeves12. If you're watching this, I'm probably live right now. I have a couple of short questions regarding team builds, though, okay? Should we still keep Team of the Week in prime times and base icons? Yes, because the value you're going to get... It's tough. If you're talking, like, anything under 83 overalls, I would yes, because... you're going to get like 1,000 coins for them. The potential that they could make a team of the week or alumni set is way higher than making 1,000 coins, because you probably don't have like 20 of them. Maybe you do. Maybe you have 20 of them, but that's only 20,000 coins. If they ever make a team of the week like set, like those are going to be way more valuable. So I would just hold. There's no reason, right? Should we still keep... do we know if plays of the year, stars of the month will be like the old Movember cards or the X Factor cards? Let's say Hurdle gets play of the year. When he gets a new primetime or team of the week master set, will his play of the year card automatically upgrade, or do we need to pay like the X Factors are? I'm actually not certain, and I might be wrong here. I don't know if they upgrade. If they do upgrade, it'll be like the X Factor system, I would think. Actually, you know what? I have no idea. If they upgrade and it's been stated somewhere, I'm not sure. I would think it actually would work like the icons where they get one a month. I didn't think that they upgraded. So if they do, that's sick, because if I'm willing to bet, if I'm a betting man, and I am, Hurdle's getting a play of the year card for that goal against Buffalo. Speaking of, but I don't think they will upgrade automatically. No, they won't. I think they're done with Evo cards, other than Team of the Year, which, in my opinion, is how it should be. Speaking of skill zone, do you have any advice on how to beat it this year? Because it's a really big problem, in my opinion. It's in the way it was better last year because the short side snipe goal and line shot. So beating the skill zone this year requires a lot of patience. So if you go behind the net, the way to make a skill zoner like and for anyone that doesn't know what a skill zoner is, it's someone who takes like a winger or a player and just sits him in the front of in the middle of the net, like basically in the slot, like right in front, to take away any passes or anything like that, and just kind of clog the middle, and then allow his defense to just be played elsewhere to like make all of the pressure and all of that. The thing you guys have to remember, when someone is skill zoning you and you're being attacked by the AI cannot attack the puck. Okay, so I feel like a lot of players, especially if you're in the lower divisions, not that you are, Mace, but just in general, I'm talking to you guys in general. When you get pressured, you get nervous. Like you want to move the puck. You get the sense of having to move. If you watch great players, they don't care when they get pressured because they know that the AI cannot knock them off the puck. So if a player is not switching to their other positions to pressure you, you can just chill. And I don't mean you stand there with the puck. No, you have to have your back to them, okay? So you can use the half spins and just hold and wait. And then what you want to do is just get down behind the net. You're waiting for the player to pull his guy out of position. If he does not attack you at all from behind the net and you just stand there and he wants to wait you out, I mean, okay, that's fine. If you're fed up and he's not doing anything, if he's not chasing at all, you need to fire point shots. This game, it's so much more sim-based than years past in NHL. And what I mean by sim-based is it reflects the real thing. And the problem with that in a video game is that you see a lot of bounce, tip, gross goals that you shouldn't see in a video game, but happen in the real thing. Not that it's 1-to-1 and it's perfect. No, but like the goals that you see are very sim-based. Like you shoot low for the pads and look for a tip when they're just playing in the middle of the ice. That's going to go in quite a bit. Like that's if you can't get around someone, that's what I would recommend. Just start firing shots from everywhere. Make sure that the first one in front of you, like the defenseman that's going to pressure you, is not going to block the shot. But yeah, that's what I would do. Also, can we acknowledge that even online shootouts have a leaderboard, so not having a leaderboard in Rivals is a joke. I went on like an hour-long rant about the piss-poor state of Hockey Ultimate Team. And yeah, it's pretty tough, man. All right, so from the Hockey Lego, here's my team. He's got Panarin, Draisaitl, Tkachuk, Barzal, Ferraro, Huberdeau. All right, so he's got like the base team. I got lucky and pulled Hughes, Draisaitl, Ovi, Fox, and Huberdeau from rerolls this past week. What the and bought base Taylor Hall, like you said last time, and he's been great. I've been pleasantly surprised by X Factor Tkachuk, as he's been pretty good for me. He's now an 86 overall. Tkachuk has to be used a certain way, and if you don't use him that certain way, he's awful because of how slow he is. But if you just hold on to him, again, kind of like what I talked, if you use him down low, and he won't be bumped off the puck. He's very good at that. I have 20K right now. What card should I try and get? With 120K, Base McDavid for sure. I mentioned this in my video yesterday covering the market. Base McDavid, especially after Wednesday, he might drop to around 100K. I saw him going for 115. That's the play, okay? Because again, even if you buy him for 115K, if you pack his X Factor, you saved all that money. So just keep that in mind. From Alex, he says, if I have X Factor, Matthews, Barzal, Eichel, and Makar, all tradable, McDavid pack pools are create. Oh my goodness. I obviously invested in McDavid, Matthews, Makar, but do I invest in Barzal too? I feel like I will never have the coins to level any of these guys past 86, 87 unless I get some more crazy pulls. Also, should I be taking coins for my Rivals Awards to help upgrade these? Honestly, you gotta keep Barzal. Barzal is one of the best value X Factors in the game because it costs 40K to get to his current max. And he's got 92 speed. Like, he has been one of my favorite cards. In my opinion, he's still one of the best right-handed winger cards in the game. So, he is one that for sure. What I would recommend, man, I don't know what your play level is, how good you are at playing, but even if you're not very good, go and play Hut Champs, man. Because even with some of those collectibles, it's 1-to-1. If you get like 3 Hut Champs collectibles, that's 3 power-ups. It's very easy to play Hut Champs, even if you don't do very well. A, you'll get better at the game. And B, you can cash those in for the Rivals collectibles, and that's what I would recommend you do. You're fine with upgrading these guys. It'll take a while, but McDavid at 88 is better than almost every other card right now, right? So you don't have to upgrade him to his 91. There's no need. Orange Skills says, "Hey, Sleeves, enjoy the content. What left-handed defenseman should I acquire except for Hedman and Hughes? Should I go for Graves?" Graves is an interesting value. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. When the Hut Champs rewards came out, his 86 is a very good value, and the reason why is because the 86 costs so much less than his 88 or 89 or whatever it is, and his speed doesn't really go up. So that's the 86 Graves is pretty good. In terms of left-hand defenseman, it depends how much coins you have, but like I said, so Bouwmeester's a very good one because he should drop quite a bit in price as new master sets come out. Wait for the next event, man. There isn't a lot of left defense and center is really weak still, even with this past event, because Giroux's a better winger and Crosby is like the definition of meh among great players in Hockey Ultimate Team. Unfortunately, I've said this a million times. He is good at everything, but not great at anything. So it's tough. And same thing with defensemen. Like Makar and Hughes are both really good. Hughes is very good. Makar already has an X factor, and there's a lot of good righty options. So I'm just waiting, man. Spider Pig says, "Hey, Sleeves, love the content. I'm not sure where to go with my team next. I have pulled X Factor Kachuk in a reroll. I'm saving my packs until Friday for the next event. I have a ton of cards in the market. It should give me about 65,000 coins." Okay. Master set, Suzuki, Matthews, Malkin. You have about 65,000 coins. Get rid of Goudreau and grab Taylor Hall. Base Taylor Hall. I would not. You have X Factor Kachuk. I'm not even investing coins into that. In my opinion, I wouldn't. Malkin as a winger, though, is an awful. Like, you should get base Hall and just move Malkin all the way down to the third line. Like, you need some fast left. Look at like the base Kuznetsov too. Your wingers are kind of like they're not slow, but like you could do better there. Outside of that, your team is fine, man. Your defense is actually loaded. You've got great defensemen. So, yeah, I would just get Taylor Hall and then wait. You've got about 65,000 coins. I would invest that 65,000 coins, man. I would go and buy up a bunch of 83 overall cards that are going for like 4,000 coins and just buy all those and then wait for the event to come out and then resell them on like Sunday. It's probably the best way to go. I have 70,000 coins and 400 gold players. What should I do with my team? McKinnon, Crosby, Matthews. Move Matthews over to... Oh. See, this is the issue. This is why Crosby is not a very good card. Because he's got to be a centerman. He doesn't have the skill set for a winger in this game to take advantage of it, right? Like compared to other 90 overall players. And Matthews is a center. You have 70,000 coins. You already have Kucherov. You already have, I don't know if there's anyone for 70,000 I would look to buy. Oh, defenseman, my bad. So you've got Sergachev, Brandstrom, and Shabbat. Look at like the 85 Dan Boyle. That might be one for you. Or at least base Quinn Hughes. That's where I'm looking. You need left-handed defenseman for sure. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of Who Should You Choose. Got to get to my stream. Make sure you check that out, twitch.tv/NoSleeves12. And I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Who Should You Choose. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.